Boogie Woogie Wonderland. It's starting to look awesome. Look at this. I'm so excited to show you guys what I've been up to. In this episode, we're going to be working on a rotational table for our roller coaster. It has some really awesome features, so make sure to stick around and find out what's happening in this little building here. We'll also be building a ginormous tower as a centerpiece, and we're working on lots of natural features. We're building some coaster track, and we'll also be building some small little buildings and some really nice intimate landscapes and plants and rocks and make it all come together. I'm so excited to show you guys, so let's jump in, shall we? Woohoo! Oh my god, Book! I heard of the best joke last week, I'll tell you. It's green, but you can't see it. No idea. A cucumber around the corner. Oh, shoot me already. I wasn't happy with the name of the roller coaster, so I changed it to Life of a Bughuul. Much better. Thank you all so much for those who requested this. It's a much better name than Bughuul. I reckon life in Bughuul would have been absolutely awesome. Totally nothing to worry about. Very well organized and, you know, all that sort of good stuff. Just like my real life. Very well organized. Right? No, it's pretty bad, I have to be honest. Anyway, the first thing I was going to do was install one of these rotating tables. And because of that, I had to first build some track on the inside, as you can see. So that I already have an existing piece of track. Make sure that the track goes down straight. And here you see me connecting the rotation piece. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I then worked a lot on the section where the roller coaster enters back into the temple that we built. As you can see here, I'm placing down walls and making sure that there's no clipping of terrain and other structures with the roller coaster. And that means placing down some walls, getting rid of some terrain, some other pieces, making sure that everything is not looking weird, there's no clipping. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool, and I really like the fact that you can see the roller coaster come by while you're inside the temple. That was the whole idea. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Whoop. Minor technical difficulty. I forgot to record the sound of the snap build, so here's my interpretation of the snap build. Then it was time to be epic. I mean, I'm always epic, but extra epic. I'm gonna build a tower and hide this rotational table in. So first I'm using the rune circular tower pieces, geeses. I hate geeses, by the way. Or goose. Is it goose or geese? What the fuck? Sometimes I think I have ADHD. I'm going from subject to subject. Anyway, let me know down below if you think I have ADHD. Otherwise, let's continue. I'm gonna build a tower for the rotation table, and in this tower I'm going to build a chamber, which is what I'm working on now, as you can see. And the chamber is gonna have a double wall, and as the rotation table changes, the double wall rotates as well, and it creates a really cool looking illusion. But first we have to erect it from the ground and then decorate it with nice pieces, as you can see here. And after doing that, I built this. I then worked a little bit on making electric gates. I mean, the gates are not electric because there wasn't electricity in Bughuul. But the gates are automatic, as you can see here. They going up and down, and when the coaster comes by, it goes up and it goes down and it closes behind you. And I thought that looked really cool. So this is the animation, and this is what it looks like. Alright, here you see the coaster car approaching. As it approaches, the gates opens. I add some brakes here, by the way. I think it goes a little bit too small. Then you see the rotation table turning 270 degrees or something like that. The gate opens, and then the coaster car leaves the rotation table and goes into the building. So yeah, quite happy with this. Then it was time to work a little bit more on that chamber. So after installing some of these arches, I started working on the wooden panels on the inside. So this is the double wall that will rotate. As you can see, I'm just copying it and putting it in place and then connecting it with these beams. After I connected it with the beams, I copied this wall and attached it to a rotation piece so that I can make it rotate on the inside of the chamber, as you can see here. Obviously it needed some recentering because some of these walls are going straight through another wall. I then installed some shelving, added some pots on it and attached some of these pots to animation pieces. And I had to elevate the pots a little bit to make the animation look more realistic. But as you can see here, just using quarter oscillate, you can animate these pots falling over. So, oh my god, Book! This is totally not realistic! I know, that's why I'm installing these cogs. They rotate leftwards and then I made it look like it's driving the double wall and rotating the double wall. So it's not just rotating by itself. So yeah, realism! I also hung down some of these hanging pots from these hangers. And then I attached them to animation pieces as well, so that these pots also swing around as the wall rotates. Pretty cool, I have to say. Ah, good satisfying snap build. I then called Boogie's Roofing Services to build a roof for this stupid chapel. Chapel? I don't know, chapel. Then I Boogie's Roof Services installed some planks. This is the recording that they sent me. And then they put a roof on using these arches. If you just rotate them into a big circle, you get a really nice looking trim. Don't know why I said trim so aggressively. I feel aggressive today. So I installed these more trims aggressively. And it's the same pattern that keeps coming back through this part. These trims are everywhere. Then I put some nice blocks on it. And then I filled the whole thing with dirt. And then I filled the whole dirt with plants. And that's it. This is what it looks like. The satisfying snap build has calmed me down. So let's continue. Then we had to do something about this ugly section. This path in here, these hills. It's just looking yuck. My poop looks better. Sorry. Not childish humor. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. If you do, smash the subscribe button. Right down here at the bottom right corner. Nice button there. Click it. Click it, I said! If you click it, you win $1 million. That's what I heard. Anyway, build a wall, chuck down some things. Pretty looking nice. Chuck down some more walls. So much fun. Here's the snap build. Oh, my poor girlfriend sitting in the living room probably thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Anyway, let's continue. Let's finish this wall, install some rocks, bring the whole thing together and integrate it with the terrain and the surroundings. Because it's been taking too much longer, Book. Just get on with it. Oh my god. You can't count on him for anything, can you? No, you can't really. He's fucking useless. Sorry about that. I pardon my language, I'm in the funny mood today. Anyway, here's the snap build. I then installed some water features, as you can see here. And I wanted the pathing to integrate with this water. So I dug a tunnel underneath. And then I'm gonna make a little waterfall here. And a little bridge. As you can see here, starting to look really nice. I really wanted to integrate that water theme from Bughuul. Not only at the center of the park, but also on this section. So on the right side, next to the tower that the rotation table is in, I started building a waterfall, and the waterfall is kind of cascading down, ending up in that little water section down below, and then it flows all the way back down to the bottom of the valley, which is where the coaster ends up. So yeah, quite nice, quite natural looking, I have to say. Lots of plants, all sorts of stuff, nice and green. This is the end result. What the hell, Book? You said plants, there's nothing there. Alright, I lied to you. Place down the plants right now, as you can see. Nice looking plants, keeping it tropical, predominantly using ferns and tropical plants and palms. Yeah, It's looking quite nice. Here you have the plants for sure. Book, that was way too fast. Alright, what about this? Book, this is not funny. Okay, sorry. Here's the good one. Are you happy now? It was still too fast. Yeah, you fuck. Oh, I'm such a nice person today. Swearing and stuff. I actually really have to hold my scent, because in real life I do swear a lot, but yeah, every now and then there might be a swear word. Pardon me. After placing down these spots that you just see, I realized I'm missing one of the coaster structures, some support. So I decided to make myself a little bit of a support section, and I'm trying to replicate the one that's already there. I don't think it looks too bad, right? It's acceptable. I then worked a little bit on the bridging section, the pathing that goes over the water, as you can see here. And then I just added in some railing. Thought it looked pretty nice. And then one of the things I still needed to make, or at least add, was toilets. I've got some toilets on the main square, but I really wanted some toilets on this area as well. So I decided to make a hole in the wall here and then turn this into a toilet facility. Once everything was placed down, I realized these toilets look more fancy than my toilet I have at my home. You can now poop in peace. Here's the snapple. Then I had to channel my inner creative book. I placed down some of these pots and I shoved them all full with flowers. And I spread these across the top section here that you can see between the coaster and the pathing down there. Yeah, don't know what else to say. Quite nice. Here's the snapple. It was then time to do a little bit of building on coaster track, because I needed to get a rough idea of what I wanted to do with the coaster. I knew I wanted it to splash down in the river valley down below, so I have to bring it through under the pathing, as you can see here, and then it's going right under the bridge that connects the middle center part of Bughuul to the more ancient part where the coaster station is. So as you can see, it's like right under the bridge. And then I build it and then I make it come out all the way at the end, and it makes a little cool splash down into the ravine. So yeah, that's kind of what I built so far. I couldn't snap build this because I didn't get the proper angle. But yeah, here you have a little bit of an idea of what the track is so far. Before we continue, I wanted to show you this photo and tell you about the idea that I had. If you look on this section, on the left and the right, you've got a really awesome tall building connected together by this bridge. And there's greenery growing all over it. And I really wanted to create something like this, like a big centerpiece. And if we zoom all the way in here, I had the idea of making my coaster come through here and then splash out into the middle of the water right there. That's the idea. Now let's realize it. Let's first make the foundation of the left building, and then we just simply copy it and put it to the right. Oh yeah, and I also put down some terrain work in the background, which I forgot to add in. But here it is. There's some terrain work in the back. And the idea is that the coaster will come down in between the buildings, in between these lines that I just draw there. I then brought in some pathing and I wanted to connect the left tower with the right tower. So I simply made it go inside, turn the corner, go upwards, go straight ahead into the other building and then connect back to the pathing so that there's a loop. That was the idea. I also added in some more features and polished it a little bit and started working on the next floor. After that, it really was just polishing the building and building layers upon layers upon layers So I reckon I'll just show you the snap build of the left and the right tower, and then we continue when we start working on the bridge. So here it is. Exciting, isn't it? Alright, we have arrived at the bridge section. First thing we will be doing is building a big curve. So big enough that it connects the left side of the bridge, or the left side of the building, to the right side. And after that, we simply put a platform on top so that it goes straight, as you can see here. Now they're both connected and synchronized, as in completely aligned. And then we just put on some trim work and start building out the towers on the left and the right. By the way, what the hell is this music? Yo, you put this in your playlist yourself, Book. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to clean it up. I also put some hardcore in. Ah, quite like that. We'll see about that. While that music makes me want to soil myself, this build is so clean, it's the opposite of my underwear. Look at this. Very nice. We're doing a little bit more polishing on these towers, and then we're gonna continue building on the different section. So here is some snap build from the tower, and yeah. Since I'd already soiled myself before, here's some more soil. It was then time to plant the top section of these two towers and make it all come together as how I indicated in the photo. Because the top section is fully covered in plants and greenery, I really wanted to recreate it the same way in my park, because all the buildings in my park are covered in greenery, so it works quite well. Here is the snap build. It was then time to fill these middle sections that you can see here. We'll start with the left section, and in this left section I just wanted to build some housing. I really wanted to give the vibe that some people might be living in this area. So I'm literally building just some civilian houses, and they will have to look a little bit Mediterranean, because that's the style Bughuul is, I guess. And since I'm not the best builder in houses, I just gave it my best, and I think it worked out pretty well. Book, that's so ugly. I'll add some more details to it. Here's a little bit of building without my talking through the video all the time. You guys must be getting so sick of my voice. A little bit of building left to do, and then we are finally... What the hell have you put in the playlist now? I just thought it would be really nice and inspirational. It's nice, but come on, doesn't fit it. Okay, you grumpy bastard. What about this one? Ah, that's much better. I was gonna say that we'll be working on a little bit of an extra building here. As you can see, we're installing a fruit drink stand, And then I wanted to make some kind of balcony where people can enjoy a nice drink. So here is the snap build of this area. It's quite nice. I was quite happy with the end result. After some looking around, I decided to change the area where this dome was. So instead of having it on the side there, the water, I decided to put it at the entrance. Because it was ruining the view on the building in the background if you stand at the main entrance. So I just swapped it over. And then I added in some more detail. And yeah, this is what it looks like. Then the last few things, some rocks, some plants, and some washing outside. Because who doesn't have washing outside on a nice day? Some shop teaming as well, as you can see here. And that was really it. This is the end. Let's go and explore around. We are here. Wait, what? We finished? Well, not finished. We finished this episode of Boogie Woogie Wonderland. I think it's episode 6 now, and as you can see, we've done a decent amount of building. We made this whole section here. We built these awesome looking towers. Obviously not finished, still needs a lot of theming, but the basic shape is there. And then we built this whole section here with this awesome looking inside double walled trickery Bughuul flickeroo. And we built this natural waterfall. And we built the inside here. We'll have a look at all of that. So I reckon we'll start here. And then we're just gonna walk around a little bit this time. But the views are quite nice. It's all nicely integrated. I really like this build still. And there, I think the natural waterfall just looks really nice. The water looks really tropical, and here we've got the coaster coming out right there. As you can see, in the next episode we'll be continuing building the coaster, but I couldn't continue the coaster because I had to finish some main features of this section. For instance, this massive build. I really had to finish that because I'm going to make my coaster interact with this building. And it's the same with this mountainous landscape behind here. The coaster is gonna come down in between there, go under the pathing there, and then splash down into this river here, under this bridge. And it's just gonna look really cool, and you're gonna have a massive splash zone. So I also needed to build some of these houses to see how it will interact with it, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I mean, look at it. It's really nice, and it fits right into the theme. This is a bit more old ruiny style, and this is more, buildings where people live. So let's check this out first. We got a So Delightful sign here, and another sign here, and we got this really nice build. And there's actual natural pathing here, which is nicely integrated with the terrain as well. This is not pathing, but I made it look like it, so I can't walk here. But it's just like the entrance to the little house here. And these Viking windows, they work quite well, I have to say, on this building. I can walk here because this is, as you can see, natural pathing. Here we've got a little 2 doors here. And here we've got the secondary building just behind it, and just a ladder for, you can walk up it. I can't, but you know what I mean. And then we've got this half dome with a pot hanging from the roof, with a nice fern inside. And we've got the So Delightful shop. Got some benches here to sit down. I might have to put down some a rubbish can. So let's order our soda. Give me the fucking soda, bitch! Thank you. And then once you've got your soda, you can go up here and chill around. You can sit on one of these seats, look around, enjoy I might put some nice planting and pots here. And we've got someone drying their washing up there, which is really nice. But yeah, I quite like how integrated this is. And it's all nice and cozy, and it's just lots of little nooks and crannies. I guess we're gonna go have a look around there. I mean, look at this view. It's so nice. Sorry. It's it gets me really excited. Here's a sign, Life of a Bughuulonian, which is the name of the coaster. So we'll walk this way and then we approach the entrance on the other side. Here you've got some like grassy patches, but the coaster's just behind there. Which is pretty cool. And here we've got this whole new section built. There we've got the spinning table that the coaster goes on and it spins around. We've got some toilets there. And if we look down here, we've got some water, some pots and some plants. And we've got a little bridge here because this water is connected to this water. And it just looks really nice. Very nice. Got this really cool looking tower. I'm so happy with how that turned out. Lots of plants around. We've got some pots up there, as you can see. More pots. And then some pots up there, and all the pots have plants as well. Before I continue, I'm just gonna go take a crap. I'm a boy, so I'll go in here. Anyway, after that's done, you wipe your ass. You don't wash your hands because, yeah, why would you? You can wash your hands in here. Here we've got, I changed the sign instead of Bughuulonian or Babylonian. I changed it Life of a Bughuulonian, and then I made put a little entrance there. So I think it looks pretty nice. If you look this way, you can see the coaster coming by if you're waiting around here. Obviously, this is all not finished yet. Still needs to do a lot of stuff. Here you got your pizza pen. You buy a pizza, and then you walk up the queue, and then you're gonna go walk to the coaster, and then I'm gonna give you an on-ride of the coaster, what we have so far. So it goes all the way up, it goes into the rotating table, comes down, and then, yeah, let's jump on this thing. So all it really is, the coaster goes here, goes into there. I haven't shown you what's inside yet, so I will show you that. Then you go down through there, and then you go over the bridge there that's underneath the parking, so you can't even see that the coaster's there, which is pretty cool. And then you come out here, and then you make a splashdown, which looks pretty neat. I'm super excited about how this looks. So yeah, let's hop on this coaster, shall we? Even just this section just looks so nice. Anyway, let's jump on and see what it looks like. It's so cool with the integration of the terrain now that's all finished. But yeah, here we go into the twisting table. Now pay attention to all the items on the wall. It's rocking around. Those faces are falling over. And then we've got another X rocking around. And then all of a sudden we're here. And then we go down. Whee! Captain, abandon ship! Sorry. So yeah, that's what we have so far. I am super stoked about integrating the coaster with this massive building. We can have a better look at it. Obviously it's not finished. I'm gonna make maybe a restaurant or something, or like a staircase to the second floor, and have like a restaurant here, which looks like a really nice area. It's quite reasonably well polished. We've got some stuff poking out, but I think it looks really well, and you'll have some awesome views from here. Imagine having like a table here or something and just like overlooking this and just, you know, having your food. That would be cool. We could integrate the new restaurant. That would be cool. And then we can make like maybe a little pathing through here from one side to the other. And we've got a 2-tiered restaurant, which will be really awesome. We should get elevators or something. That would be cool. Anyway, the coaster is going to go, I thinking, because we are here, some kind of temple here or something, where we go inside and see some treasures and experience some stuff. It's going to be a relatively mild coaster. I'm more about the experience. And then it's gonna make its way to the top of this mountain. And then it's gonna go down here. And it's gonna have to elevate this pathing, but it's gonna go under this pathing here. And then here we're gonna have like a massive splashdown, and then we'll disappear somewhere in here or in there or down there. And then we might do another chain lift or something. Come out here, have some. I'm gonna build more of these buildings around here, and on this side we'll have a flat ride, and we'll make the coaster interactive with everything, and it's just gonna be so cool. And I can't wait to show you guys a continuation of this series. I also have a really cool episode, or I got a really cool idea for a new project that I want to be working on. So I'm gonna be alternating between Boogie Woogie Wonderland and the new project. So yeah, if you want to stick around and see more of this stuff, consider subscribing down below here at the bottom right corner. See my mouse? You see my mouse here? Right here. Yeah, you click that button, girl. It's gonna be nice. Dus. So yeah, I'll catch you on a new episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.